Hey keepers, welcome back to a new episode, How to Keep More Money podcast. On this episode, we're going to be talking about how to save $500 really fast. I want to dedicate this episode for people who do not have any savings. Okay. And if you're looking to save money, and this episode is specifically for saving money without having to actually work for it. And I want to show you what are the simple steps that you can take to make sure that you are able to save $500 really quickly. My first tip would be to negotiate your bills. Look, you're paying for you're paying for internet, you're paying for your cell phone bill, you're paying for electricity, right? And this is the fastest way for you to try to negotiate your bills and get a saving, right? Most people think negotiating, for these bills is a bit hard. And let me explain to you how simple and easy it is. And it's because you just need two things. If you want to negotiate, your bills, you just need to have two things. You need to be friendly and you need to have a good attitude. When you speak to someone over the phone, right? And if you've been a customer with them like for a year or two, right? And now's the time. Now is the time to pick up the phone, call them, and a 15-minute call, right, can help you save about $10, $20 per month for the entire year. So if you want to quickly save money, this is the one method, right? Try to negotiate your bill for your cell phone. Recently, what I did is I was for my cell phone bill, right? Like I had this extra option. It was voicemail. And what it does is it allows you to have about 35 voicemails and it converts the voicemail into text. So I've noticed that, I was paying for the service for like maybe 2-3 years, but I wasn't using it as often anymore. And so I called them up and I told them to cancel. And now I'm saving about $10 per month. And if I do that for a year now, it's going to be about, $120, which is amazing. So I think that people in the future will not actually be using cell phones. We pay for talking and texting. Well, we have so many options, right? Because we have like Facebook, we have WhatsApp, we have Zoom, and most of the time, everywhere we go, we have Wi-Fi, right? So there's no reason for us not to be able to use these things to be able to talk to our family and friends, right? We're always going to have Wi-Fi, so we can message people on Facebook. We're always going to have WhatsApp, so you can also call people there. We have Zoom, we have Skype. I mean, there are just so many options for you. I think in the future, people will not be paying for phone plans. People are just going to have data and use that, to communicate. So negotiate your cell phone bill, negotiate your electricity bill, right? Like you're paying for it, every single month. Try to get a discount. Some companies they offer payment plans. So what happens is you can either choose the option of paying it, a one-time payment for the entire year, which allows you to save money, or you can break it up into monthly. That way you can help better prepare for that. So try to negotiate and see what options, they give you, and try to use an option that helps you save money. So that's electricity and internet, right? There's so many companies out there that provide really good offers and really good services. So try to negotiate, your internet bill. If someone's, charging you about $50, try to find a company that offers maybe $30 a month or $40 a month, and try to compare that with your current company and tell them, hey, can you guys do something better? Because I've been a client with you guys for about like 5 years. Hey, can you give me a good offer, right? And they want to keep you because it's harder for companies to get more new clients. They want to keep the current clients. So make sure good attitude and you're friendly. People will want to negotiate with you guys. Those are the two main secrets in terms of negotiating. Okay, guys. So my second point, how to save money quickly. You want to look at your income and you want to look at your expenses, right? And this doesn't sound like the most fun because who wants to spend time, right, like doing this? And but if you want to save money, this is super important, right? So look at how much you're making, right? See how much income you get every single month, and then also look at where your money is being spent, right? So look at your debit cards, look at your credit cards. Where does the money go? You'll be surprised. Sometimes you're spending money on stuff that you don't even realize, right? Because maybe it's automated, maybe it's set up, automatically on this website and it's charging you every month, and you have no idea. Only when you start looking at it, you'll start noticing, maybe you're paying for a subscription that you haven't used in the last, 8 months. And so look at it, and then you'll be able to actually verify if actually that's something that you're using or if it's just a waste of money. So, and also break down exactly where your money is being spent. Break it down. How much you're spending on food, how much you're spending on your cell phone, your car, your rent, your groceries, food. All the activities that you do. Break it down exactly so that you have a really good idea how much you're making and how much your expenses are. That way, you can actually gauge if there is a gap. If, let's say, you're not saving any money, then you can start focusing on creating a gap where you are actually saving money. So once you find out how much income you have, how many expenses you have, you find out if there's a gap. If there isn't a gap, you focus on creating a gap and try to reduce your expenses as much as possible so that you can increase saving money. So before we actually get into this, I want to say, like, most people save money and just keep it in a bank. Well, it's not beneficial to you, right? I think the secret is out right now. Saving money in a bank is a complete waste of use of your money because you're losing it to inflation, right? If you have $100 right now, if you have the same $100 in a year, it's going to be like maybe what, like $80 or $90, right? Like, you're going to lose money just keeping it in the bank. The best way to use your money is to save it and then to invest it so that that $100 that you have now has become $1,000. Now you have more power. Now you can use it, and now it's beating inflation, right? So we only save to invest, and that way we can keep our money forever, and then we can use it for our lifestyle, for our family, and for our community. Okay, guys, my third point is being frugal. So what does frugal mean? Frugal is just like paying attention to what you're spending, but being conscious about everything you're purchasing, right? Only spending money on your needs, not your wants, right? We have different wants, right? Like, we want to have fun, we want to go do extra activities that they are fun, but they're not important. So important or needs are like your rent, your food, things that really contribute to your lifestyle, and they are important for your survival. Things that are not as important is getting like 5 t-shirts. If you already have another 30 shirts, another 5, it's for fun, right? Maybe because it's summertime and you want to just like get a new colors and stuff and new styles. That's not a need, that's for fun. So becoming frugal, and we're only doing this for a short time period because we want to save that $500. And why are we saving that $500? Is to give us an opportunity to actually be ready in case something happens, right? Like, for example, it's summertime, your fan breaks, right? You don't freak out, right? Like, it's going to be extremely hot, you're able to have some money to go to the store, buy another fan, right? It's to prepare you in case something like that happens. You don't freak out, your life still continues, right? And maybe if something happens to your car, you'll have money saved up, you can use it. So we're saving money, but more importantly, we want to save money so that we can invest it, so that it grows, and then we can buy more and more stuff that contributes to our life. So we're being frugal for a short time period, and we're going to be watching where our money is going, and we're only going to be spending money things that we need, not our wants. Wants are really fun, right? Getting a new cell phone, right? Even though you have one, like, there's no need for you to get another one, right? Like, you can use the same cell phone maybe for 3 years, and that doesn't sound as exciting, right? Because some people, right, like getting a new cell phone every single year. But look, if you want to save money really quickly, make sure you're not spending on things that you want, but you're only spending money on the things that you need. Stop doing expensive activities. So let's say you really like ice cream, it's really hot outside, it's like 30 degrees, it's summertime, and you just want to relax. So you could do is you can go to the store and you can pay $5 for 2 scoops of ice cream, right? And you can finish that up in like maybe 10 minutes, right? That's an expensive activity. Well, it's not very expensive, but I'm just saying, like, as opposed to going to the grocery store, buying a whole box that has not only 2 scoops, but you can have like 20 scoops. And then you can, use that for not just like one time, you can use that, several times, right? So we want to be able to stay away from things that are costing us stuff, and just replace it with stuff that are not costing as much. So ice cream isn't expensive, but it could be if you start going every single week and you start paying all this money towards ice cream where you can just have substituted with something, that costs way less and you can enjoy it for a longer time, right? So substituting that ice cream. So just imagine, right? Like you pay $5 for an ice cream, you eat 2 scoops and you're done, right? So another way to actually, not trick your mind, but influence your mind to actually buy it from a grocery store instead of like ice cream store is to tell yourself, hey, look, if you buy it from the grocery store, what you're going to do is at the ice cream store that you only get 2 scoops for $5, right? If you buy it at the grocery store, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself 3 scoops. So that's like, motivating your mind, right? To say that you're getting more ice cream for a lesser price. Plus, you're able to do this activity way more often. That's a really cool way how to stop paying for expensive items. And if you have to, replace it with, more activities that are less expensive. My fifth and final tip is replacing your paid fun with free fun. So let's say you have a PlayStation 4, right? And you're playing soccer. So, and you like to play online with the boys. And so you're paying a monthly subscription, for your PlayStation online platform. So, that's costing you money, right? And if you really need this $500 really quickly, cancel the subscription, right? That means you might have to say bye to the boys for maybe a month or two, but replace it, right? Like it's gonna be hard to sacrifice something if you don't get any benefit, right? So what you're going to do is you're gonna replace that. So instead of playing soccer online with the boys, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start playing soccer at the park with the boys, right? That way you're still having fun, right? Plus you're getting, that physical activity, plus you're being outside. So it's super good for your health and for your immune system to expose yourself to the environment, right? And so you're not getting, that, you're not being stuck in your room and playing video games, all day. You're actually, you're like, yeah, that's fun, but you're replacing that fun with something that, it's free. Or maybe you have a Netflix subscription, right? Like you can cancel your Netflix subscription and try to find, videos online on YouTube where you can watch, similar videos that are for free online. And yeah, so find ways, to replace your paid fund with things that are for free. And that way you'll be able to save money really quickly. So these were my 5 tips, how to help you guys save $500 really quickly, so that you don't freak out and that you are able to actually keep enjoying your life. And so the more stuff that you can save on, right, the more that you can use later when you actually need it. So and all these things that I mentioned, they have you don't need to work more to be able to get income. Obviously we already know that if you make more money and you save less, that is the way to be able to buy more stuff. But sometimes it's hard to make money. So if you don't have, like obviously if you have the option of making more money and then you can pay for stuff, that's completely cool. But if you don't have the option of making more money, and then you can try these tips to help you save money really quickly. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. So if you're listening on iTunes, please leave me a review. I really appreciate that. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video if you got some value out of this. Also, if you have a friend who think might benefit from this video, from these tips, and share it with them. Also leave me in the comments below, out of these 5 tips, which one resonated with you the best. And if you have any other tips that you could you think that would help save money, please let me know in the comments below. Other than that, if you guys want, to get more knowledge in terms of saving more money, I wrote a book. It's called Broke to Six Figure Secrets: How to Keep More Money Without Getting an Additional Job or Working More Hours. You guys can grab a copy. It's available on Amazon. All the links will be in the description below, and I'll talk to you guys on the next episode.